What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Street Fighter Duel video. All right, guys, showcase time, showcase time. So first off, I want to talk about something before we jump into the showcase, and that is the fact that we've been announced in the Content Creator Channel that the devs have decided to give out free rewards or diamonds of some sort for every Street Fighter birthday coming out, I believe, going forward. I'm not sure if that applies to C Viper. She just had a birthday, so I don't think that clearly applies because we haven't had any type of reward for that. But they may backdate it, who knows? Or we may end up getting some sort of a ticketing system that allows us to get some rewards. So I'm not ticketing system. Sorry, it's a redemption code system that allows us to get some rewards. But we haven't been told what exactly it's going to be. But that the devs have decided to do something like that. Now, I didn't want to make a whole video about this. I don't think it's worth really talking yet because we don't know if it's even going to happen. Yes, they've said it, but who knows nowadays, right? Devs change their mind on a constant basis. So if it does happen, I want to see it happen before I even make any form of announcement. But I figured I'd let you guys know what the talks are about at the very least. So I'm not holding my breath. We'll see what goes down. But we're here to do a showcase, and today I want to do a showcase on another wind character. The last one we did was Abel. This time I actually want to talk about Guy. So, fun little fact about Guy. Final Fight character, one of my favorite characters ever. And I mean this wholeheartedly because Guy is a character I've used in the Street Fighter Alpha series as my main unit. Loved his style, loved the fact that he sprints, does kick in the air. You don't know if you're gonna air like block upwards or downwards. Loved his whole Bushido style, the look, the feel, the attitude. He is, to me, one of the most intriguing characters in the Final Fight / Street Fighter universe. Now, a lot of people were like, well, you know what, they have Cody and they have Guy, why the hell won't they introduce Haggar? Well, he's kind of Zangief as an American form with overalls. So I kind of see why they haven't introduced Haggar. But let's talk a little bit about Guy and why he's actually a pretty stellar character. Now, I noticed a lot of you guys have been watching my showcases and commenting and saying, oh, it's too bad nobody uses this character. He's one of my mains. And I'm really happy to see a lot of people are using characters that some people just kind of disregard. So what we're going to do in the showcase is what we did with Abel. We're going to show you guys in trial mode a full decked out Guy with 6 cars, FS30, and we're going to show you guys what he's all about. Now, the thing with Guy to note, he's a wind character, he's agility, he's an assassin type, and he right here has the ninjutsu style, which is plus 10 defense. Let's start off with this garage. So we're going to actually go into bio this time. I'm not going to bother even looking here. I'm going to go straight into bio, and we're going to show you guys everything that he is from this section because it shows you a maxed out version of him. And then I'm going to test him out here as well, okay? So first off, let's talk about the garage. So the 6 cars, each Shadow Slash performed increases Shadow Slash damage by 20%, up to a total of 60%. We'll talk about Shadow Slash when we get there. Guy will also perform Shadow Slash when a teammate kills an enemy rather than him killing an enemy. Okay, so that's the 6 cars. If you don't know what Shadow Slash is, don't worry about it. We'll talk about it shortly. Going to the skills, here's the passive Red Lightning. Unleashes Shadow Slash to deliver a heavy hit to the nearest target upon defeating an enemy, dealing damage equal to 455 of attack. This is considered a trigger skill. So there it is. So now, if you remember his cars, the damage is increased now. And on top of that, not only when he defeats an enemy, but also when an ally kills an enemy with the 6 cars. So it becomes very important to actually have the 6 cars for Guy to maximize his damage. So damage increases to 504. If the target's HP is below 50%, Shadow Slash has an additional 30% crit rate, which is crazy for Guy because he already has a really high percent crit. And then Shadow Slash prioritizes the enemy with the lowest HP, which is great. He becomes a true assassin at that point, right? So this is exactly what I think DeCaprio should have been, which unfortunately her execute doesn't do crit at all. It does a high percentage. Her execute, I believe, goes up to 800% with the cars versus the 504. But I personally would rather have the crit rate and the crit damage on top of it because I think crit damage still does more from a multiplier perspective, right? So I think this is a much better one, all right? So let's talk about his actual super. Harnesses the power of Battle God to teleport to the nearest enemy in the rear position. To the enemy in the nearest position. Strikes 7 times, dealing damage of 645 of attack with a 20% chance to interrupt the target's action. So I showed you guys this interrupt already in one of my other videos. You guys can check it out. Just type in the word interrupt. It'll pop up. Guy does an interrupt for the rear. So really good against units who start combos back there like Viper, Chun-Li, Guile, etc. Right? So you can actually interrupt them by having Guy on your team and do a lot of damage to them at the same time. So skill rate increases by 30% if the target's HP is lower than 50%. Damage increases by 30% when the HP is higher. So you're getting two of the best buffs in the game. The only difference here would have been nice if it was skill rate plus crit damage. Crit rate and crit damage would have been amazing, but that'd be too damn OP. But the damage increase by 30% is pretty wild, guys. So don't sleep on this super. An amazing start plus a really good interrupt. Going to a C1. Hosanto delivers a heavy hit to the nearest target with one shoulder, dealing damage to 357 of attack and repelling the target, meaning the target gets pushed back. And I'll show you guys this. Obviously, we'll do each one of these in the actual trial. There's a 30% chance to inflict armor break, which is incredible. You guys know what armor break already is, but if not, I'll go through it. Increases damage to 393 of attack. There's a 50% chance instead of 30 for armor break. And then lastly, reduces the target's crit resistance by additional 10% for 10 seconds. Armor break decreases defense by 3%, stacks up to 10 times for 15 seconds. So that's what armor break does, okay? So really, really good C1. Great way to have an armor break going, and a great way to also reduce the crit resistance, which allows you to crit more often on the opponent. And then his C2, pretty much his bread and butter, to be honest, for damage. Charges the enemy in the rear, swiftly informs a hand seal to deliver a heavy hit, dealing damage to 426 of attack to the target, and increases damage of the next skill in the combo chain by 15%. So what that means is your C3 and the next move that you do in the C3 will be doing 15% more damage. And C3s, for the most part, are some of the best damage dealing moves. This is why he's so useful in boss fights. A lot of people don't use him in boss fights. Shout out to those people who do. So Solo, myself, Evo, we use Guy in boss fights because that extra 15% of damage is incredible. It turns to 20% with a skill 2. And then over here, if you see here, increases the damage to 468. While performing this attack, the fighter also gains a 30% boost to damage resist, which means he's harder to kill, right? So Guy, nothing to be slept on. All right, guys, really, really good unit. Unfortunately, not many people use him. Now his FS is even better. So first off, HP, attack, crit damage, which is incredible, and then and dodge, right? When Guy executes a combo, crit rates of all combos in the current chain are increased by 15% of Guy's crit rate. You definitely want to get this. 100% want to get this. Now, his skill 5 is a little bit off, though. This is the one that I don't like. When Assist Fighter knocks out an enemy, Guy uses Shadow Slash to attack enemy with the lowest HP, dealing damage equal to 205 of attack, and increases crit rate and pressure by 10% for Assisted Fighter, lasting for 10 seconds. So, unfortunately, you have to kill somebody for him to come out and do Shadow Slash, and then to get the buffs. That's the really only downfall. If it was like, every time you did a super or a combo, he'd come out, then you get this, it'd be too broken, right? So, they kind of had to put the knock out an enemy part. So, that part kind of drags down the +5 with the assist skill, right? But let's talk about the rest of it, which was really good. After using a combo in the next skill, the combo chain receives 10% of Guy's pressure as a bonus. So that pressure obviously is a counterattack to dodge. Plus 20s after using a combo, the next skill in the combo chain receives 25% of Guy's crit rate and 18% of his pressure. And then the last one is after using a combo, all subsequent skills in the combo chain deal additional 20% of Guy's attack, which means you're getting 20% of Guy's attack, 18% of his pressure, and 25% of his crit rate in your sequence. Do not sleep on Guy. If you need a boost in damage and a good assassin, Guy's actually really, really good. So what we're going to do here is we're going to try a few things. I'm going to try each of his combos for you. Okay, and then we're going to try a full combo without Guy to see the damage in slow-mo, and then we're going to do a combo with Guy to see the damage, and you see the increase in damage and how much better it looks. Okay, so let's start off with his super so you guys can kind of see. I'll try to do an interrupt for you here. It may not pop off, but if you do want to check out the interrupt, you can go check out the interrupt video that I made for him, but let's just try it out. Okay, so you can see here, he's getting the energy buff first off, so let's go ahead and do his. So let's hope it's the rear unit that does the actual combo start, because that's what's going to start the interrupt. Oh, yeah, it was him. Okay, so I'm going to go ×4 here. Let's let him build the combo back up again. Actually, you know what? Let's start over. Let's start over. I forgot these guys are C units, so they don't have like a special animation for their combo. So here, we'll try to interrupt him, okay? Let's see if it works. No, it didn't work that time. Okay, so here, we're going to just do some combos here real quick. Okay, so there's a super. You saw how it did it hit the assassin back there, right? So we're going to do a full combo here without any Guy skills. Okay, so we don't want to do Guy skills, so hold on. What we're going to do is we'll start with Guy, actually. Actually, no, we can't start with Guy. We'll do Abel. Yeah, we'll do Able, Guile, Able, and we'll watch his damage, okay? So we'll do Able, Guile, and Able. So we'll do just 2 combos. Able, 2489, Able. 2574, 6594. Okay, 6594 is what I want to focus on. So the last hit, 6594. Okay. Now, if you had Guy in there, let's watch 6594 increase now. Okay, so watch. We'll do this first. And watch 6594 increase now. There you go, 101330 instead. Okay, that's because Guy increased the skill damage and gave all of his attack, crit rate, and provided pressure on the opponents. Okay, now let's try a full combo here. Let's do this. And then you see Guile C3 now will do a lot more damage because of there's the crit, there's the extra attack, and there's the bonus, okay? So now everybody there was getting all of those bonuses. Now, the one thing we cannot see here, unfortunately, is, again, the kill and then the Shadow Slash coming up because of that kill, right? That's unfortunately not going to happen because these opponents can't die. So that's kind of the problem here. So, and we can't also see the interrupt, but you can go check out the interrupt on my other video to check that out. So again, very, very important, guys, to note, Guy is actually a really good character. I'm going to be working on him next. Remember, the FS is really big here. Remember, he does armor break. So let's go back and actually do a few other skills. Sorry, let me go back here to the trial. We'll do each skill so you guys can kind of see how they all work, and then we can go from there, all right? So we did the super. You guys know what the super does now. Right here, right? It does increases the skill crit rate by 30% if the target's HP is below 50%. You can't see that one, but you can see this one here. And the interrupt. Next one, we're going to do this one here, which is the Hazanto. He's going to deliver a heavy hit. You're going to see the opponent fly backwards after the repel. You'll see an armor break pop up, and you'll see reducing the crit rate, okay? So we'll do that one next. So let's get in here, and let's go ahead and try this out. You guys should be able to see it very shortly as soon as we build up the combo. Just watch Guy, most importantly. So here's one. And then watch. Oh, he missed. Okay, hold on. We'll do it again. Let's build it up. I'll do Abel's instead, because he won't get knocked up in the air that way. Okay, here we go. Oh, he still missed. So that's kind of the problem with that special. So you gotta time that. Depending on the units you have, you may miss because of that. It's a very small hitbox. We'll do it again here. You know what? We'll use Guile again, because I think Guile just sends him in the air. And then he drops down. Oh, yeah, so you got to be quick about it, okay? So we'll do it again here. We're going to be quick about it this time. Okay, hold on. Let's build it back up. So I'll do it quick so you guys can at least see it happen. Okay, here. There's a repel, okay? So you see he got knocked back there, okay? And you see he's got armor break on him right there. And then the crit resist down right there. Those are the 2 debuffs there, okay? So next skill we're going to do is the C2. Which is right here. And you can see here, in the next skill chain, Guile's move will do more damage, okay? So right here, and you can see here that he also gets a damage resist buff when he does this. So we'll do the full combo, and then you'll see Guile will get an extra buff. Now I don't think you get to see the actual buff on Guile when it happens, but his C3 will do more damage, all right? So we'll test this out right now. So here, 1, 2, and that right there will do more damage because of that, okay? So you can see a lot of the buffs were provided to him there while Guy was doing it. So we'll do it again, just real quick. Okay, here we go. You guys can see in a second here. So we'll start with Guy. We'll do this. Again, here. And you can see a lot of the buffs here are given to Guile while that happens, okay? There you guys have it. Guy, again, really good boss unit for a C2, guys. If you need a good C2 for like a second or third team, guys, C2 is really good because it gives you more skill on your C3 for damage. And also, he's a little more tanky because he does the damage resist on himself. And at the same time, he actually does do really good damage with that skill. He does like 500-something%. So don't sleep on him if you're looking for a good unit as a second or third string team member to just boost your damage in boss fights, especially. He's no slouch. So definitely look into Guy. Hope this showcase kind of opened up your eyes about him. One of my favorite characters personally. I think he's one of the most unique characters in the game. I love him as an assassin. Not as good as Sea Viper, but still up there as a really good unit. All right, guys, this is Payne. I'll talk to you guys in the next one.